Hello everybody and welcome back to our Psionic Catgirls playthrough. Yeah, we're doing really well here. We're making 1.2k Unity, we're making just over 2k tech, and have a good basic economy, and really good tech rolls coming out. We have Mega Engineering complete, we have Psi jump drives, we already have regular jump drives, in 2266. So everything is going really well on that department, but I do at this point still need to continue to expand a little bit. And basically, what I need to do is at some point I need to turn all these worlds, basically, except for my Ecumenopolis, into worlds that produce what's it called? Into worlds that produce naval capacity. As naval capacity will become one of the most restrictive resources as we go farther into the game, where we can produce almost all our other research. Oh, okay, our research just takes over 3K. What I meant is we can make all our other resources through vassals eventually. So we do also want to just continue to take as many vassals as possible. Um, so if I remember correctly, I was waiting for these ships to get jump drives, and at this point now we can just start to declare war on empires that don't agree to diplomatically get subjugated by us. So for example, okay, this is like a whole federation. Let's see if there's any non-federations we can declare war on first. Um, yeah, the Salomon Empire here. So we can diplomatically subjugate these guys later. As you can see, we're building trust, and we can make a research agreement. This research agreement will benefit them more than it benefits us, but it will allow us to diplomatically subjugate them, which saves us going into a war. And my goal for the next, I'm not sure, maybe like 10 years of this game or so, is going to be to subjugate the entire galaxy. It's going to be a bit of a pain to do so, but this is a pretty important step if you want to beat Crisis on more difficult settings. If you do it without it, you're going to need to at least conquer more space, right? And it's going to blow up your empire size. And it doesn't actually change how difficult it is, it changes how much stuff you need to micro. So, yeah, we're going to try to subjugate as much as possible here. Also, one thing that is probably my biggest weakness in the game is ship micro. And that kind of thing. I'm very bad at ship micro. I'm very bad at war in general. Yeah, if you want to know how to kill me, just attack me strong and early, and I probably won't be able to defend it very easily. So yeah, that's a thing. However, we're going to do our absolute best to make sure that we don't have too many skill issues while fighting, and hopefully we can then, collect some of these Grand Admiral AIs as vassals to really start scaling our economy as quickly as possible. Yep, just waiting for my ships to kind of get ready in position, and then we're going to declare war up here. Probably take this smaller empire first and just move in a nice linear order, right, as that's going to be a little bit easier than kind of going randomly from one place to another. Yeah, anyhow, let's go ahead and declare war. Declare war. We're going to want to make tributary, I think, is the better option. I'm going to immediately jump this 50k battleship fleet over here, and we're going to use the remainder of our ships to push into this territory here. Let's also send up our ground armies to get ready to kind of push into them, and let's also just research, any techs we need. One thing I do wish is that the default was set to aggressive, as I hate jump driving in places and then not immediately like starting to attack their star bases and stuff. And I also hate it when that happens, when it creates really dumb pathing, but yeah. Anyhow, let's continue to take technologies as they come up and just slowly start to push in. Yeah, with jump drives, before we even fight any war, of course, it's going to be a lot easier than having to, manually micro these ships and stuff to the correct location all the time, which is really nice. Yeah, just pushing on through. I do think at some point we're going to need to reinforce these two fleets with our alloys, right? But as you can see, our tech for these megastructures is coming up, so I do want to leave a lot of alloys to finish these megastructures as fast as possible. And look at how fast these are finishing with 3k tech and plus 100% research speed almost. Is they are just so fast to finish the techs. I really like it. What do we need here? I think we want to take master builders here. Yeah, giving us multiple megastructure build slots is very, very nice indeed. And where is my other military fleet? Let's go ahead and move that over here. Let's set these to aggressive, and what this does is it'll automatically go invade any planets it can, which is a really nice little touch. And I'm not sure what to take as the last tradition yet. I think Harmony will be the best with negative 10% empire size from pops, though this has been nerfed recently, so this might no longer be fantastic. But I'm not sure what else I would need to take, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this. Hopefully I don't regret that, but it should be fine indeed. Yeah, and looks like our armies are making quick work of these guys' planets. And yeah, hopefully it's not too hard to sweep through and just quickly take everything we need. Also, let's go ahead and start our, what's it called? Wait, is the tech not done yet? Oh no, 2 more months. Okay. Yeah, in 2 more months, we'll go ahead and start that mega structure there. Little science nexus. That, while it gives us mediocre science, it gives us permanent research speed buffs, right? Which makes it so that even if it only gives like 300 science or 600 or 800, 900, I can't remember. I think it gives 900 science, which is not amazing, right? Is giving us as much, what's it called, research speed as it does is always amazing. As you know, it might only be making 10% of our research at some point, but giving us the flat 15% research speed will always scale with how much research speed we actually have, right? Which is kind of a really nice touch. Also, let's take this mini fleet here of battleships. Let's also split it off, and let's go here, and let's just add a few more. And by a few more, I mean 22,000 alloys worth, which is honestly not too much. Ooh, are we having a fight here? Yeah, I mean, like, none of these fights are going to be particularly close, right? We are so overwhelmingly strong compared to most of our opponents at this point, right? It's not, like, too big of a deal to just, like, wipe them, but I personally think, right, that warring early is a relatively overrated way to play the game. As while you can use it to scale against AIs extremely quickly, it's just as difficult to do so as it is to just scale on your own. Right? But I have seen some crazy things, right? Like I've seen like optimized vassal spam setups with like some like Chinese mini maxers or something like that. Hit 127,000 tech at year 87. That might have been the most impressive Stellaris video I have ever seen. They were hitting like 1.5k tech year 19 with vassals and scholariums and stuff already set up. Like they were using all sorts of tricks to make first contact quickly, and then to actually like leverage those first contacts to like vassalize them and that kind of thing. I have no idea how you can do it. I personally was never able to replicate it. I wasn't even able to make first contact before like year 7. You know, oftentimes where that's one of the most important things to quickly discover the whole galaxy and start vassalizing them. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, I just want to point out the potential of vassal spam as a playstyle and it still being the best. But to me, just not as fun as scaling up and then taking over the galaxy. Here, I think I'm going to take Great Researcher. I think I already have a Driven Educator, right? I should have done that. I should have checked before. But either way, we have a Great Researcher now. That's awesome. Let's continue to push through and just take everything. I don't know why I did such a small jump. That's not very good. Also, where is our armies? Yes, make sure our armies are consistently moving through. These are very strong armies, right? So They should really, really quickly take each planet. I do want habitats as well. As basically all I want to do with these habitats is I'm just gonna fill them with I'm gonna fill these habitats with as many why am I like having so much trouble speaking? I'm gonna fill these habitats with fortresses, right? Increase the naval cap, and just use whatever pop growth we get there for fortresses, right? Why? Oh, I hate the job priority system. It messes up me so much. More city districts, always nice. Looks like our first worlds are turning into Gaia worlds as well. I have forgotten to turn every world into a Gaia world, which is a bit unfortunate. This is a great mineral world. Why am I thinking about whether or not it's a good mineral world? It doesn't matter. We're going to get all our minerals from our vassals, so it doesn't matter. I do think they need to nerf having multiple vassals. Like, the vassals need to actually rebel. Um, I don't think I've genuinely ever experienced a vassal actually rebelling on me. Um, Maybe it's because I don't play games long enough, and I just like play until I feel like I've won, and I don't actually play to the end of the game because it gets laggy and that kind of thing. But like, what is stopping us from just vassalizing everything? You know what I'm saying? And basically, what I'm gonna do now that I have all these mega structures, right, is or mega structures already unlocked, is every single one of our next buildings is going to be for naval capacity, right? We don't need any more tech until we unlock rings, right? And once we get rings, we can move all our tech to the ring, as it's a more efficient way to produce technology, right? And then we can clear up all our planets for being fully invested into naval capacity eventually. This also makes our planets basically borderline uninvadable, which is just a little bonus that's pretty fun. Yeah, as you can see, right, our planets aren't too efficient. We're overproducing basic resources to an insane extent now. Um, right, but we just don't really have the micro time to go fix all of that. Although I really should if I'm mini-maxing, but I think at this point in the game, it's not worth it to mini-max that kind of thing anymore because it's just not that enjoyable. So, yeah, anyhow, we're just going to really, really roughly make sure all our planets are somewhat, working towards our goal of having more naval cap. As right, our alloy income, right, as you can see with the Ecumenopolis, is not really a concern anymore. Um, yeah, it's a pretty good setup. I also will replace these with more city districts eventually. Let's build these habitation modules so when I do need to do that, I'm not like, why don't I have any space or something like that. Also, I should start unlocking like autocannons and stuff. I'm not really sure what are the best crisis ship designs at this point, but I will go look it up once we get closer to the crisis state, which I don't even remember when it is, to be honest. Ooh, this ship is really struggling here. Probably should have turned edicts on, um, but it's a bit too late for that. Let's hope that helps a little bit. Um, Also, we can afford to just leave those two edicts on, and yeah, hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. Yeah, from what I remember, I think I have my endgame crisis set to 2300, right? But oftentimes, the endgame crisis doesn't actually spawn when it's supposed to. So we'll see if that happens or not. And if it doesn't spawn when it's supposed to, um, then we get more time to prepare, I guess. So that's not a bad thing. And let's just jump this around to take as many planets as we can. I've been forgetting to move them, which is why I say I'm just not a very good war player in general. I'm not paying attention to my ships. I'm not paying attention to much at all. Although our alloys are really, really good here. We still have space, right? There's 23 alloys per pop. Um, Still room for improvement there. Stormfire autocannon. Yeah, I can't remember if it's kinetic battery or autocannon you need for the optimal endgame crisis versus all ship design. Right, there's ones that are better for specific against each one, but I have to look up what it is because I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I gotta say, ship design and that kind of thing is not my strong suit in this game. I much prefer the PV E aspects of scaling and that kind of thing. Let's reach into the shroud. Okay, we won the war. Okay, nice. And by this time, we should have enough trust with these guys. Uh, no, we don't. Okay, so let's just go ahead and declare war with the next in line. I don't think I can, right? Because we should have a peace truce with these guys. Um, so what about these guys? Okay, for these guys, right, we're about to be able to subjugate them manually, so that's good. As long as they're not in war, right? It doesn't look like they are. Let's see. I don't think they are. We need like a couple more trusts, so let's just go and wait for that. Oh, also look at our alloys. We're overcapped on alloys right now, so let's go ahead and just train some more ships, I guess. That's not a lot. Also, let's turn those edicts off because we obviously don't need them anymore. Fleet management. Should I train more cruisers? I don't think I should train more cruisers, as cruisers are not particularly good against AIs. Um, yeah, against AIs, battleships usually always win because the AIs don't know how to exploit the fact you have all battleships. So might as well just leverage the increased power of them. Yeah, that's all looks good to me. Where was I building my science nexus? Oh, here it is. So also, do I have Unity ambitions yet? I forget. Let's take a look. I do not. So I need to unlock the Unity ambitions text still at some point. So I will only have 2 megastructure build slots. And for my second mega structure build slot, I am definitely, actually, let's take the battleship hull points. I'm definitely going to want a strategic coordination center right as soon as possible. So we're going to build that. Oh, we can't build it here. Can we build it over here? Strategic coordination center. Yeah, let's put it here. And just get these mega structures going up as fast as possible. Also, we should have the galactic market, right? Ooh, wait, do we really not? Resolutions. No, we do. Has it not founded yet? That's a possibility. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. So yeah, let's not worry about that yet. I do want to get all these star bases up. This is probably one of the most tedious parts of the game, is when you have to turn all your star bases into anchorages, and it's just so many clicks. I really wish there was like a template you could make, like just a maxed out, anchorage, right? And then we just one click and it auto completes. Unfortunately, we don't have that, so we have to deal with this UI on every single starbase we want to max out anchorage on, which is a little bit tedious and a little bit feels bad. At least we can be sure we won't get any piracy with a starbase on basically every system we have, so that's good. Yeah, okay. That should get us some naval cap going forward, though we need way more. Way more still. Also, let's start moving some of these pops around. This is a bit too inefficient. So I had a world here with tons of extra tech spots. So let's go ahead and move some pops over there and just get that a little bit more efficient, because it feels kind of bad to have that much tech going down the drain. Although, once again, at this point in the game, tech really falls off once you get mega engineering, as it's just repeatables, which are questionably efficient, and some of the straggling techs that we don't quite have that are still helpful. Okay, one thing I will say is that the basic, or these basic rare resources are really hard to come by. By volatile motes. Unless we have ancient refinery, I don't think we have it. Let's check. Let's try to replace this with an ancient refinery and see if we have it. I don't think we do. Yeah, so when we don't have ancient refinery, that kind of sucks. I don't really want to devote a second entire world just for rare resources, but I probably will. Yep, this planet, sure. I already built so many fortresses on it, but that's okay. We'll turn all these city districts into rare resources, I guess. And yeah, we're also just starting to get more and more planets full of fortresses. Get some extra fortresses, get some extra, naval capacity. It's all good. Also, we're capped on influence. As long as we're capped on influence, we should be doing something. Um, so let's see how their tech inferior, inferior. If I remember, these guys have pretty good tech. Um, Tech 1000. Who's the other one? Tech. What does it say? Tech also just about 1000. So I guess these guys have less economy. So let's negotiate agreement, and you can become a Scholarium. Or do we want them to become something else? I could turn these guys into a bulwark. Does this give me extra naval cap? What does it actually give? I don't even know. Bulwark. Nope. Starbase shielding. Bulwark advisory. I remember one of these is pretty good. Fortress. Evasion. Citadel. Okay, nothing there looks amazing, so we're not going to turn them into a bulwark. We might turn them into a Scholarium here. That's expensive. Should we get a research Scholarium? To be honest, no. I think I should use these all for basic resources, and I should just produce all of my own. Um, right, the reason I say that, right, is I feel like it's going to be a lot easier to just produce my own tech, especially once I get like really, really efficient worlds like the ring world that we're going to get not too late. Won't take too long before I get ring world, that kind of thing, right? So we do lack megastructure build speed. We don't have the edict, as we don't have access to rare living metal. Oh, there's living metal here. Um, let's grab this system here, as this living metal deposit might give me living metal deposit technology, which is something we really want. And also we should vassalize this guy before he gets into war or something. Proposed subjugation. Yep. Oh, protectorate is the only option. That's okay. Yeah, this costs hardly any influence, right? So that's great. We can just do that right away. Diplomatic subjugation, yes, sir. And let's also just go ahead and get the holding buildings. What did I want here? I wanted a Ministry of Truth. Oh, where's the capital? Okay, I guess this is the capital, so we get a little bit of a Ministry of Truth there, and that should give us some extra influence, which we need to continue to vassal spam the entire galaxy. What is this, by the way? Oh, that's a fallen empire. Fallen empires are actually relatively strong. If we don't take cosmogenesis, which we're not going to do, as it kind of makes the game a little bit boring or easy with how efficient those ships are. Let's not do that yet. We're just waiting on this guy. Let's see what's up here. Okay, these guys have no trust whatsoever. And let's see if we declare war if they're with somebody. Looks like these guys are not. So we're gonna have to go to war with those guys as soon as we can. So let's send our ships over. It'll take some time, and it'll be a little bit annoying to go capture this entire area, but it shouldn't be too bad. And I will start to also take some extra armies just in case. No, not clone armies. Don't want clone armies. Where's Psionic Army Catgirl? One of my least favorite menus in the entire game is this army selector. I think that we capped out at 100, so that's all we can do literally. And let's also fly these ships down. I should have been flying them towards my capital this whole time, but I kind of forgot. Where is even the other one? Okay, let's go find them. Where is it? Am I blind? I'm pretty blind. Oh, it's all the way down here. Oh, no. It's not. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's stuck to these ships. Okay, that's good. That means we'll have at least some armies available to start war with that guy when these ships get closer. Noise. Yeah, also, these rare resources, man, they're so bad. Let's go ahead and fix that. So where was that planet I wanted to turn to a refinery world? Probably this one, as it has not too many interesting things going on. I do want to have enough like excess rare resources to just kind of like leave edicts on and that kind of thing just for comfort. And I don't want to use all energy credits for that. As for now, I still want to spend most of my energy credits buying pops. It's a little bit more efficient to, instead of buying pops, just integrate a subject, which will give basically infinite pops. But I'm not gonna lie, I really, really hate redoing their planets. Um, as looking at AI controlled planets makes me very, very unhappy. And we get Shroud Preacher, which is brilliant. Watch our econ jump as we take Proud Preacher. 1,162 alloys now. I'll spend them after this takes over. I just want to kind of demonstrate the power of Shroud Preacher. And yeah, we got like plus like 60 or 70 just from that one thing, right? Which is really, really amazing. And we get Mega Shipyard too. Mega shipyards are, of course, very, very important for late game power scaling, where one of the biggest restrictions that you run into is literally just the assembly speed of your ships, not even the like cost of them. It's just how fast you can assemble them. So let's go ahead and request a whole bunch more battleships and just continue towards our next vassalization target. Let's see if these guys have reached good enough yet. No, we need 50 trust. Hopefully we can get 50 trust faster. I think a non-aggression pact doesn't prevent vassalization, so that'll help. Let's see if there's anyone else that has high trust here. 3 trust. 3 trust. Yep, that's not enough. And 33 trust, so that's actually quite a bit. So let's form some packs, and hopefully that'll build us trust a little bit faster. Any target I don't have to vassalize forcefully is a good thing, right? As it just takes so much time to forcefully vassalize somebody. As you can see by me flying around so slowly and forgetting to use jump drives and stuff like that, you know. Let's go ahead and just... Should I wait for this? Nah, we can always vassalize them afterwards, right? So, yeah, for now, we just want to buy slaves to our EQ here. Slowly fill that up. I do need to eventually integrate one of these subjects. I just can't decide which one. Maybe, honestly, probably this one. Wait, are these guys synthetic? Oh, yeah, these guys are synthetic, so that's not a good idea. These guys are not, so let's let's integrate them eventually, I guess. So let's actually negotiate agreement and permit integration now, right? And how much influence is this going to cost? 325, that's not too bad. And we'll integrate subject as soon as we can. All right, so those guys are integrating. It hopefully doesn't shock our economy too badly when they get integrated. But yeah, those extra planets there should cover a lot of our military needs and that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. It'll also just give us tons and tons and tons of pops to work with, which is something we're currently kind of lacking. So anyways, let's go ahead and declare war on these guys. Tributize. Perfect. We can move these ships in here. And we can just jump these ships, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, jump these ships in. And where's our transport fleet? Let's just jump that, like, way closer first. And then we can jump them in again later. And we're already full on food, too. We do lose quite a bit of consumer goods from that integration. But we can just prioritize the consumer goods job here, and that should really quickly get us into the positive. Scraps of power. Ooh, we can pick somebody to become immortal. I think it's got to be this guy if we can. Oh, it's not available. Let's see. Who's got the best traits here? I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, honestly, honestly, I have no idea. Uh, yeah. Principal instructor. Yeah, these are all scientists. So let's just pick a scientist. Um, why not? We have an immortal scientist leader now. Okay, cool. Maybe I should have picked a commander, as commanders are the best late game. As they give naval cap and that kind of thing, right? But for now, we don't really need that. And let's just like sweep through this territory as quickly as we can. Do want to move over more ground armies, as ground armies just can be a really frustrating bottleneck sometimes. Marvelous. More and more worlds that are turning into Gaia worlds. Very nice. I think all our worlds are Gaia worlds now. Oh, not all of them. These aren't Gaia worlds. But these are Alpine worlds, right? Which are almost Gaia worlds, though we are growing some random species on them. I think this was gonna be that world, and this world we'll just cover with strongholds. Seems like a waste of a good world, right? But at this point, we have to realize that most of our important resources are coming from other sources, or are going to be coming from other sources, basically. I do, however, wonder if it's worth it to make a second Ecumenopolis. Right? Because right now we have one Ecumenopolis, and it's kind of enough. I forget what is our precursor. I don't even remember. It's been so long. Enigmatic guest. I wonder if I should have been doing all of these. Who are you? Max Unity, Max District. Why not? I have no idea what most of these do, by the way. I rarely pay attention to this. First League. Oh, the First League. Okay, I don't remember if there's anything good from the First League. Oh, Ascension Theory. Perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I literally don't even know what the First League does, as it's usually not. I usually don't get late game enough for it to become a thing. But let's check it out, I guess. What do I need to do to actually complete it? Oh, we need to research these special areas or something? Well, I'm too lazy to do it automatically, but can I make these guys do it? Investigate special projects? Yeah, let's go. Do it automatically so my lazy ass doesn't have to. I swear I have more science chips. I swear I have more science chips. Research special projects. Yeah, hopefully that slowly just covers all those special projects. It should, right? It should. Now all we have to do is just remember to move all our little military fleets through. And just, push through the territory. Oh, that's actually a pretty big fleet. You know what? Let's actually merge our armies for that. Oh, nope, that's not going to be a choice. Let's watch this fight. Are we kiting them good? Not really. Let's turn on some edicts, I guess. Turn on some edicts. Turn on some edicts. Okay, and that'll let us win. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually a pretty big army. Good job, AI. I'm always impressed when the AI is not just terrible, so good to see. And living metal, that is what we wanted, as we do want to exploit those living metals, which will help us, of course, get some megastructure build speed. Because right now it's really slow, though. I'm probably not paying attention to it enough. Yeah, that's 600 days. Where was our other one? I think it was up here somewhere. Where'd it go? Was I not building a strategic coordination center, or did I move it by accident? Knowing me, I probably just moved it by accident. So let's see. Strategic coordination center. Where are you? Yeah, I probably just moved the ship. I'm not gonna lie. I do that all the time. So, whoops. A bit of a skill issue there, but it's me. I skill issue stuff all the time. And what's going on here? We need a new principal instructor. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me think. Let me think. Just organize myself for a second. I do need a mega shipyard somewhere. Probably in any of these systems is fine. I'm not sure if the system the mega shipyard is in matters. I forget. Haven't made one for quite a while, to be honest. Right, I've been playing a lot of multiplayer recently, right? And multiplayer has the funny trait of ending as soon as you get mega structures, right? Either everybody leaves, kind of just accepting that you've won. Ooh, did I just crash? Oh, that's annoying.